Copyright intellectual property warning. Growing up black and ugly, the dark-skinned activist is my intellectual property. I have to come on here and say this to you guys because since 2015, people all over the internet as well as television have been plagiarizing and infringing upon my intellectual property. I do not have any issue with people actually taking this video and re-uploading it to their channel as long as you are honest and as long as you keep it in its original form and cite the work as belonging to Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist and the creator of the first dark-skinned platform called Dark Skin Activism, created in 1998. Thank you and enjoy listening. queenofdarkskin.com. Also, I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and purchase my book. It'll be released soon. It's called Token Dark Girl. I have written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world, including A Dark Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober story, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book for dark skinned females, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, and also A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. So Token Dark Girl is my newest release, and I encourage you to go to my website, queenofdarkskin.com, and get on the mailing list so that you will be updated when the book is released. Also, I am available for bookings of all kinds. All you have to do is contact me by visiting my website, queenofdarkskin.com, or you can email darkskinisbeautifulcampaign@gmail.com. Thank you. Everybody wants to know, who is Rashida Strober? And what's this dark skin thing she started? Well, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, is the first woman in history to create a movement only for dark skin. Rashida Strober is the creator, the originator, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin. She created this dark skin platform in the year 1998 and called it Dark Skin Activism and called herself the Dark Skin Activist. Now, since 1998, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, built from the ground up the dark-skinned activist platform into a global brand. Facts about Rashida. Rashida Strober is the originator, creator, architect of the dark-skinned platform. 1998, Rashida gave birth to dark-skinned activism with a speech about the dark-skinned Sudanese model Alec Weck at St. Petersburg College. From 1998 to 2005, Rashida served as an activist in her community while continuing to develop creative works around only dark skin. In 2006, Rashida created the Dark Skin Activist Tour featuring her one-woman play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2009, Rashida built the first dark skin website. Also in 2009, Rashida brought the first dark skin platform to social media by creating the first channel for dark skin on YouTube and social media. In 2012, Rashida created the first dark skin show that focused only on the issues of dark skin, called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2011, Rashida created the concept, the paradigm of Darkism. That's right, Darkism, meaning the discrimination of dark-skinned people. And she wrote and published the book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Now, the book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida wrote the first motivational book for dark-skinned females called How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. The book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida made history by appearing on TV as the first to bring the dark skin platform to the masses, by being the first to bring the bully for a dark skinned girl narrative to TV when she discussed her play A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge on Bay News 9. In 2014, Rashida brought dark skin counseling online and has since counseled countless people on colorism and darkism. She is the first person in history to do colorism and darkism counseling. In 2014, Rashida introduced the Dark Skin Activist platform to the Tommy Sotomayor Show, which was previously unheard of. Since 2014, Rashida set the colorism debate standards that all others have followed by debating countless men and women on social media in regards to colorism and darkism. YouTube Rashida Strober interviews. In 2015, the dark skin activist brand became famous and known to millions because of the Kendrick Lamar beef Rashida had with Kendrick in regards to colorism and darkism. In 2015, people all over the world wrote about the dark-skinned activist Rashida Strober, including The Breakfast Club and Charlemagne, making Rashida Strober Donkey of the Day for being the dark-skinned activist and calling out Kendrick Lamar's colorism. In 2017, Rashida was an opponent in the first colorism/darkism debate with another woman on Sonetta TV. Rashida Strober is the first artist to focus her work only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first author to write only on dark skin. Rashida Strober has written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober has written more plays on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober is the creator of social commentary on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first actress to initiate performances only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first debater to focus only on darkism and colorism. Rashida Strober is the creator of the paradigm darkism. Rashida Strober is the undisputed queen of dark skin, as evidenced by her stellar record that stems back to 1998 when she built the first dark skin platform called Dark Skin Activism. QueenofDarkskin.com. Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist.
Hey, what's up, man? We chilling tonight.
Okay, what's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? Y'all know who it is. It is your favorite dark-skinned chick in the whole wide world. Hold on, y'all know I be navigating all these screens. What's up? Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. Rashida Strober, the undisputed queen of dark skin. Rashida Strober, the creator of the first platform in history for dark skin, y'all. Straighten up my little background here. There we go. What's up, everybody? I hope y'all having a good day. I just had to come up on here and talk about this. All right. I had to. You know, this is a concrete example of darkism, folks. The darkism that I have been speaking about for so long. Actually, the darkism that has actually happened to me, being from the South. Okay. First of all, let me tell you guys how I heard about this story. I want to say shout out to my baby. Love you. He sent me a article on this particular person, on this woman. We're going to talk about her tonight. He sent me an article, and of course, I always do investigation. I watched the video. There was a video attached, which is a YouTube video that was attached to the article that he sent me. So I want to say thank you very much for that, because there are some people out here that know what I do as the world's first dark-skinned activist. And I want to say thank y'all for sending me these stories on darkism, because as the dark-skinned activist, I've been exposing this type of thing for years, but I am very appreciative of the help from my loyal fans, my loyal followers and supporters, because this type of thing needs to be exposed. This type of darkism is the type of darkism that, again, being from the South, that I have suffered from for years, and I have seen other people suffer from. So I want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, darling. You know who you are. So he sent me this article. I read the article, and of course, I watched the video. I watched the video several times, okay? In the course of watching the video several times, I looked at some other videos. And so real quick here, I want to shout out, let me pull up the people's name, because y'all know how I'm very big on non-plagiarism. I don't like it when people plagiarize. If you get work or ideas from someone else, just cite the person. So I want to say a real quick shout out to, hold on one second, let me pull it up. I got all these windows open up, but it's all good because we're gonna make this thing happen. I want to say shout out to Chronicle Speaks. That's the name of the YouTube channel. One of the videos that popped up in regards to this woman's act of darkism, aka BBQ Becky. That's what they calling her, BBQ Becky. What up, BBQ Becky? What up? What up? What up? Y'all, I'm vegan, so you know I wouldn't be eating none of the meat, but you know what I'm saying. What you did was wrong, BBQ Becky. But anyway, I want to say shout out to Chronicle Speaks. Her video is one of the videos that popped up, and this is her Chronicle Speaks video is where I learned the name of BBQ Becky. And so upon learning the name of BBQ Becky from the video that Chronicle Speaks did, and it's entitled "White Woman Calls Police on Black Families Barbecue in Park, Residents React." Hashtag BBQ Becky. So what I did is I went and I pulled up a couple of articles, and there are several articles here. I'm just looking at it right now. There's several articles here from news1.com, gossip.com, afropunk.com. The list goes on and on here. Let's see. We got the atlantavoice.com. That's the article I actually read. The dailyhaze.com. All you guys got to do is Google it and you'll be able to find these articles written on her. So one of the articles that I pulled up is from the Atlanta Voice, and it says Stanford University reacts to BBQ Becky calling cops on Black people. And this article is written by Parker Riley. And you know, let me be clear, folks. I hope that I can start a trend of people online crediting sources. So that's the reason why I'm calling out these people's names, because that's very important. I want people, especially Black people who are marginalized, who come up with unique ideas, I want them to get credit for their work. And we see a situation where that's not going on. There's a lot of selfishness going on. There's a lot of people that are watching people's videos. They're coming up with ideas based upon those videos, and they're not giving proper credit. So I hope that I could also start a trend of properly giving people credit where it's due. If a person watches a video, I would hope that they would say, you know what? I got this information from XYZ's video, which is why I started off the video with telling you guys exactly where I got my sources from. Shout out to my baby who sent me the article. You know I love you. And then again, Chronicle Speaks, also the Atlanta Voice. So I want to start that trend as well. That's very important. Intellectual honesty is something that is lacking on YouTube. So y'all know I love to do screen shares. So give me a second here. Shout out to everybody that's watching. I want to make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Help me grow the channel, people. Subscribe, share it, like, do all of that. So let me go ahead and share the screen, because I want to go ahead and pull up this article here. As you guys can see, it's from the Atlanta Voice. Stanford University reacts to BBQ Becky's calling cops on Black people. This article was published May 16, 2018 by Parker Riley, News One. So let's read over the article. The woman is rumored to be associated with Stanford University. Rumored, keyword. But let's read the article. Dr. Jennifer, let's see, Scholte, I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, is allegedly the white woman who called the cops on Black people enjoying a barbecue in Oakland, California at Lake Merritt. And she has rightfully earned the nickname BBQ Becky. After a video of her wasting tax dollars by phoning the police on American citizens who were living their life went viral, social media did some research and exposed her. Twitter associated Dr. Scholte with Stanford University. Okay. And there's some pictures there. All right. According to a now deleted LinkedIn page, she is a doctor. Hold on one second, y'all. Give me a second here. Let me just make sure. Give me a second here, y'all. Okay. Okay, so according to a now deleted LinkedIn page, she is a doctor of philosophy, PhD focused on chemical engineering from Stanford. However, in a response to our coverage from yesterday, Stanford University directly tweeted us and basically pulled a Mariah Carey by saying the equivalent of, I don't know her. Stanford's verified Twitter account wrote, according to our records, a person by this name earned graduate degrees at Stanford more than a decade ago. She's not currently employed as staff or faculty. Okay, so I'm just letting you guys see the article here. You can go and you can read, you know, what I'm going to do is also put this article in the chat box. So that way, anybody that wants to go and read it, they can. Also, you can just Google BBQ Becky, or you can Google Dr. Jennifer Schultz, and you will be able to pull up this information. So I'm going to stop screen sharing right now. People, this is a classic example. BBQ Becky's Darkism in regards to calling the police. And mind you, see, I like to go to the source. I don't like to just listen to what people say. I like to go directly to the source. I love y'all too. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. I love y'all. I try to stay out the chat box because I ain't gonna lie, y'all be getting me distracted and stuff. But it's all good. Hold on.
I love y'all too.
Hold on. Okay, so I like to go to the source. So I watched. Hold on. Somebody says no sound. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I want to make sure. Let me type in. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. So, great. I like to go to the source. So I went and watched the YouTube video of her. I watched it twice. And what I saw from this woman, first of all, the men that she called the police on were dark-skinned. Let's be clear. That's why I'm entitling this live, Barbecuing While Dark-Skinned. I want to hone in on the darkism here because this is a clear-cut case. And it's something that I have gone through damn near my entire life, being a dark-skinned Black woman in the South, okay? So I understand this. I understand this so clearly. I mean, crystal clear, people. Crystal clear. So I watched the video several times. And first of all, there's so many different angles here that I want to talk about. First of all, the two men were very dark-skinned. They were dark-skinned. They had on all black. The men were very low-key men. You could tell they weren't loud and, you know, they weren't rude. I didn't see any of that in the video. What I did see, there was a white woman who was actually filming the video, and I wish we could find out who this white woman is, because I do want to say shout out to her for filming it. You know what I'm saying? For capturing this act of darkism for the entire world to see. So the men in the video, they were both dark skinned, and there were, I believe, two light skinned, or they looked biracial women. So when I saw that, this is a whole nother topic, but I do have to say, to me, there's another element of darkism there, because I didn't see any phenotypically Black, full Black looking women that look like me, dark skin with kinky hair. I didn't see that. I saw, like I said, two mixed race looking women in the video that were at the park with these two dark skinned men. So what's that all about? But I digress. That's a whole nother topic. Let me get back to talking about these men who were victims of darkism. So the white woman apparently caught this woman in the act of darkism, and the men in the video, they were kind of explaining to the white woman what happened. And then some onlookers who obviously saw what happened, they were explaining it. And apparently this woman, I'm gonna call her BBQ Becky. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call you BBQ Becky, because your behavior is just, and all this just goes to show that education, the academic type of education, you would think that people would have evolved in their thinking in regards to race once they become educated, but not always. This is a clear-cut case. This woman has a PhD, and yet you still harbor feelings of resentment and anger and rage towards dark-skinned people, because in this particular case, these were two dark-skinned men. Let's be clear. And I was just thinking to myself, I wonder if these men were light-skinned Black men or mixed race looking men or of any other hue. Would she have called the police and reacted in the same way? I just wonder. You just have to think about that. But anyway, in the video, The white woman that was filming the video, she was going in on her literally about being I call it a darkist, but she of course call it racism, being a racist. So she was going in and they got into it. Well, I would really say that the white woman filming it got into it with BBQ Becky, because BBQ Becky all of a sudden became very silent. She didn't talk much. And that's a point that is very important. That's very important. Because the white woman filming it and the dark-skinned victim, they both stated, the dark-skinned victim stated that, you know, she was rowdy and she was, you know, boisterous and aggressive before the white woman came on the scene. But if you watch the video, this woman, BBQ Becky, was silent and she went into the victim mode. She was on the phone the whole time like this, like, oh, I'm so scared, like acting like oh, y'all, it was ridiculous. A lot of y'all that watched it, she's going, oh, I'm so scared, just acting like she was just so afraid of the whole situation. When she was in the park for 2 hours harassing these black men, then the tables turned once the white woman showed up, where she went into this I'm a victim mode. You know, these big black dark-skinned men are going to do something to harm me mode. I'm a white woman, protect me mode. You know, the whole idea of the white woman needs to be protected, which, you know, comes out of slavery. That's where it comes from. It comes from the brutal history of this country, where white women have always been propped up as these innocent, pure individuals that are clean and, you know, that can't be defiled, that have to be protected. She clearly understands that particular paradigm of white women, and she went into that mode. And I was just thinking to myself, when the black man, the dark-skinned black man, said that she was being aggressive, I was just picturing in my mind how she probably came at them all aggressively when nobody was watching, and she just went at them, and she could have called them names, I don't know. But then as soon as the white woman showed up, she just went into this, the white woman, the pure white woman victim mode of, I have to be protected. And I know that I have to be protected. And I know that, you know, America is on my side because I'm white. That's the privilege. You understand? So, but the white woman that was recording the video, she would not stop. Like, she was relentless in letting this woman know, hey, you are wrong. You are attacking these black men. This is racism. The BBQ Becky kept going on and on about some law against using charcoal, but she couldn't substantiate it. And the white woman that was recording it, she followed her. Like, eventually they started walking away from the park, and she followed her into like a corner store into this neighborhood, and the police eventually came, and that's where the video stopped. But it's just like, when I watched this woman play victim throughout the entire video. She's playing the victim when she caused the problem. And this, my friends, again, is a concrete example of darkism. Again, living in the South, I have been victimized by this form of darkism more than I can count. Okay? I am tall. I am dark-skinned, and I know that I may appear to be kind of lighter on here because that's because of the lighting. But if you ever see me in person, especially in the summertime, living in Florida, folks, I am dark-skinned. And when I go to a white neighborhood in St. Petersburg, I have to be real careful, because here's the thing. A lot of people think that darkism and racism, aka you call it racism, I call it darkism. A lot of people think that darkism impacts just black men in terms of the big black man that's coming to get me. No, it also impacts dark-skinned women as well. And I'm going to speak for myself, because I'm actually a victim of that particular brand of darkism, where if I walk into a neighborhood that's white, being a dark-skinned, tall woman of my stature, I mean, y'all got to see me. Y'all have to see me in the summertime. Y'all have to see, because I like to run. I'm always outside running, and I get black. I mean, I get real black. That is a detriment living down south. Understand me clearly. I have walked into white neighborhoods before, And I have had the police called on me. I've had neighbors, white neighbors, come out of their homes and look at me suspiciously, wondering like, what are you doing here? You know how they give you a look. What are you doing here? Why are you here? And these were situations where I was going to work or I was just, minding my business. You understand? So I understand the dynamics of darkism when you are particularly dark skinned, because make no mistake about it, we must hone in on the fact that these men were dark skinned. They were not light skinned black men. They were not mixed race. They were dark skinned. I am not saying that it would not happen to a mixed race or a light skinned person, but I'm stating the facts here. According to the video that I watched, the two men were dark skinned. My phone ringing. The two men were dark skinned, clearly. And so I believe, because I'm basing it off of my experience being a dark skinned woman, going into places, into white areas, into white stores, having people following me around stores to see if I'm going to steal something. It's all about the dark skin. It's all about, this is darkism. This is darkism. And there was no amount of reasoning or arguing that this woman could do, BBQ Becky, that she could do to get out of this one. Because, and I think that she knew this. Y'all, I think she knew this. I think she knew this because one of the things she said out of her mouth, she said, it's not about their race. It's not about their skin color. When in fact, your actions showed that it was about their skin color. When in fact, there were witnesses around who came on cam who saw this woman harassing these two dark-skinned men for 2 hours. And another thing I was thinking is, why is it of concern to this particular woman? This is a rhetorical question, obviously. But why is it of concern to this woman? You're one white woman. You see all these people in this park. And I don't know the situation with her, where she first saw them and decided to commit an act of darkism, because that particular portion of the video was not shown. We only saw the part where the white woman was filming her and, the aftermath of it. But it goes into the psyche of people that commit acts of darkism. What is it, I'm thinking to myself, that made this woman single these men out? There were obviously other people in the park. The men were quiet. There was no loud music going on. They had a very small setup. So I'm just wondering to myself, you walking past, you see these men over here, obviously minding their business, getting ready for their barbecue. What made you decide to just stop and make a phone call to the police? I mean, that's what I would like to ask her. What was it that made you do that? I would like an honest answer from some of these darkists. I don't know if I'm gonna get an honest answer, but that's what I would like to have, an honest, straightforward answer. See, I could deal with racism and darkism from honest people. I could actually respect you if you come out and just say, I'm a racist, I'm a darkist. Excuse me. I can respect you for that. And that's what I would really like this woman to do. There's reports that she deleted the LinkedIn. And what my guess is that may happen, this may be a Rachel Dolezal situation where white people are allowed to profit off of acts of darkism. Rachel Dolezal is profiting off of acts of darkism. That's one part that just really burns me up and pisses me off, because here I am, a dark-skinned black woman, created the science of dark-skinned activism, created the paradigm of darkism. Where's my money? Where's my notoriety? Where's my television appearances? I should have those things. To me, that's darkism in and of itself. Not being able to get the same platforms and notoriety, or having a very hard time getting the same platforms and notoriety that people like Rachel Dolezal get for committing acts of darkism. My guess is that BBQ Becky, she may be offered some type of deal from somebody to come and speak about why she committed this act of darkism. And she, you know, she's very aware of getting people's sympathy, using tears to get people's sympathy, because she started crying and just going through the motions, using her white privilege to capture people's emotions. Because a lot of times they know people that commit acts of darkism, non-Black people that commit acts of darkism, they know that, especially if they're a woman, that they can use their femininity, their tears and their hurt and their pain to gouge people's emotions. So I wouldn't be surprised if BBQ Becky is able to use this instance of darkism to capitalize off of it, to monetize it, wind up on, you know, some nationally syndicated talk show, or she could even be offered her own talk show. I think Rachel Dolezal, I think she got like some type of Netflix deal. Let me go to the comments, y'all. Let me go to y'all comments here. Let's see what y'all think. Greetings, everybody. I want to say thank y'all for watching. Yeah, that's what they calling her, BBQ Becky, y'all. BBQ Becky is her name. And it's just, she deserves the title. Apparently, there's a lot of memes that's being made about her, and she deserves it. She absolutely deserves it. I want to say shout out to everybody that's watching. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Yes, you know, BBQ Becky is her name, and she deserves the title of BBQ Becky because she literally crashed the barbecue, but she didn't, because there's also reports that Black people in that same particular park, they went back and they had a huge barbecue, like a celebration, and, you know, so as to say, you're not going to stop us. Your act of darkism is not going to stop us from going out and just being Black and celebrating, you know. And living in St. Petersburg, it reminds me of a park. I think the name, trying to think of the name that we used to call it here in St. Pete. But basically on every Sunday, Black people, young Black people would get together in this particular park and have, you know, just like a get together where some people would bring food, some people would drink, whatever, just having a get together. And I remember it being shut down, this whole Sundays at the park being shut down. And it just reminds me of this park being shut down in the same way that this BBQ Becky tried to shut it down because of darkism. Whenever you see a large gathering of Black people, people have a problem with it. For many reasons, people have a problem with seeing Black people gathered together, happy, enjoying each other's company, laughing, you know, bringing their kids, just chilling, just doing just regular human things. People have a problem with that. Even if and you know, some people will say, well, you know, Black people come together and a lot of violence takes place, and, you know, but I've seen Black gatherings, and I've been to Black gatherings where it was just a normal, regular gathering, just like any other group or race of people would have a gathering. There was no violence taking place. There were people that was just in basic communion with each other. Like I said, laughing, talking, eating, just chilling. What's the problem with that? Do we not want to see dark people congregate? Do we not want to see dark people happy? We like images of dark people in pain. We like the images when a Black man is, for example, shot down by the police, and their family, their mom, you know, whoever is a part of that family, they come onto TV or social media platforms crying, and you see these images of Black women in pain. Do we like those images better? Do we? I think we need to examine that, folks. Because I'm beginning to believe that that's what America likes to see. Images of sad Black women, because most of the time you see the Black women that are crying and upset and expressing their emotions when their Black sons and black nephews and black husbands are gunned down by the police. Most of the time, those are the images we see. We see the black women. So my question is, do we like to see those images of black people in pain and black people in poverty and black people suffering? Do we like those images better? Are we more comfortable with those images? If we are, and I suspect a lot of us are, then that in and of itself, folks, is darkism. This is the darkism that I've been speaking about for years. Darkism rears its ugly head in so many different facets. It's just so difficult being a dark-skinned person in society because everything you do is under scrutiny. Everything you do is under some type of radar. From you getting up and walking out of your house and getting in your car, under scrutiny. Shopping in a store to buy food, which is a basic human thing, is under scrutiny. Going for a run is under scrutiny. I have been in white neighborhoods where I went for runs because I couldn't, maybe I got off of work and sometimes I'll carry my my running gear in my car because I want to go run and get my exercise in. And I will carry my running gear, and you know, if it's going to get dark soon, I'll just stop at the nearest park. And I remember sometimes stopping at parks in white areas and people just looking at me like I'm crazy for being dark-skinned and running. How dare she run in this neighborhood? It doesn't make any sense. Eyeing me with suspicion, like I'm about to do something. I don't want you. I'm looking at you like I'm not even thinking about you. I'm thinking about burning my calories. I'm thinking about keeping myself in shape. It has nothing to do with you, boo. But because I'm dark-skinned with natural hair, and I'm in the South, like I said, when it gets hot down here, y'all, I get black. Y'all see this black? Y'all see this in back of me? I get real black. Y'all gonna see? Y'all gonna see? It's just so difficult. It's so difficult being dark-skinned. And this is what I've been telling y'all as the world's first dark-skinned activist for years. This is what I've been speaking on for years. The darkism that occurred has been going on for years. And I am so happy that we are in an era of social media where these darkest can be put on blast. I do not feel sorry for this woman because she had no empathy for these two dark-skinned men that were minding their business. All she cared about was committing an act of darkism. All she looked at and said, look at these two black men out here. I don't want them here. That's really what it was about. You were uncomfortable with seeing these black men in a park just being black. That's, you know, and it's like white people like her need to understand that the world does not revolve around, I know you think it does. The world does not revolve around you. White people need to understand, white people like her need to understand that you have to share. I know some of you don't want to share, but you can't come and control parks, a public park. You can't come and say, I don't want these people here because they're black, because they're dark skinned. You can't control that. And now that we are in an age of social media, it's backfiring on you. So let this be a lesson to white people like BBQ Becky who believe that they can go around controlling dark-skinned people being dark-skinned and just living. Because that's what it's all about. It's about control. She thought that she was going to be able to get these men thrown out of the park simply because she's a white woman and they're black. But it backfired on you. Let this be a lesson to white people that have BBQ Becky's mentality. Because there's a lot of them out there. I know a lot about that. Like I said, being from the South, being a dark-skinned black woman, I know a lot about that. Oh my God, there's a park, another park that's up the street from where I live. It's a beautiful park, and people have called the police on Black people at this park. I mean, this park is absolutely gorgeous. It's surrounded by mostly, I believe it's mostly white people in this area, but it's a sprinkling of Black people in the area as well. So a lot of times during the summertime, you'll see Black people going to the park to have like birthday parties, little get-togethers, little barbecues, and things like that. And people have called the police on. I notice when it's a lot of Black people there, I see police down there. So this is what I'm saying. Like, it's just not about me just watching a video and making a generalized statement. I have had personal experience with these types of acts of darkism. I've seen this stuff with my own eyes. So I know what some of these people will do. Simply because you're dark skinned. It's a real sad thing. And I just feel, you know, I think about the kids sometimes, innocent children that are born dark skinned, born into this world. They don't know anything about any of this foolishness. They just know, you know, they were brought here. They didn't ask to be brought here. Mother's Day just passed, and you know, I'm of the belief I don't need my children to say thank you or happy Mother's Day to me, because they didn't ask me to be born. I'm the one that brought them into this world. So why do they need to say thank you to me? I don't understand that logic, but I digress. These innocent children are being born into this world. They don't know what's going on. They have to just grow up in situations where they will be victims of darkism for no other reason than for being dark skinned. It defies logic, people. It defies logic. Let me go to the comment section here. I want to say shout out to everybody for watching. HTHV3, shout out to you. Fresh Outlook, I'm sorry. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Jamie Harper, I want to say thank you for watching. Shayla Diamond, you always here to support. Thank you. My Tribe TV. I'm just trying to shout out everybody, because one of my criticisms, y'all, and I'm addressing it, y'all say I need to make sure I look at the chat box, and that's what I'm doing. Red Face, you was first. What's up? Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. Soup Bone, what's up? Shout out to you. Water Sniper, shout out to you. I want to say thank you to everybody that's watching. Some of y'all are not commenting, but everybody that's watching on here, I really appreciate y'all coming and listening to the philosophy and opinions of the world's first dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. I also want to let everybody know that, let's see, I want to let everybody know that I have a Patreon now. So if you want, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. If you want to support Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist, guess what? I have a Patreon account, and I just started the Patreon account, so I don't have any patrons yet, but I know that I'm going to get some patrons, so that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. So let me just go down some of the list of things here, some of the benefits, some of the rewards here that you guys can have access to if you become one of my patrons. Darkism video requests. So for $20 a month, you will get to choose one Darkism video topic request of your choice each month. Double Darkism. For $40 a month, you'll get to choose 2 Darkism video topic requests of your choice each month. Darkism counseling. Now, a lot of y'all know that I've been doing Darkism counseling for years. So for $50 or more per month, you will get a one-on-one Darkism counseling, which consists of 60-minute session with me, Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist. And Darkism consulting for $500 or more per month. You will get Darkism consulting, which consists of 1 2-hour session with the dark-skinned activists. This level is for businesses and any type of organization that wants to better understand darkism and how to eradicate it. All right. So I'm going to encourage everybody to share my Patreon account. I also want to encourage you to become, let me see if I can copy and paste this. Uh-oh. Let me see something. Let me reload the page. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I want to encourage everybody to also share this information with people that you know. And let me see. I'm trying to put it in the chat box. So yes, I have a Patreon account now, y'all. And I want to welcome everybody that's new to my channel. Once again, this is the Patreon website here. You can go and some of y'all are familiar with Patreon, some of y'all are not, but this is my Patreon account right here, and it's just patreon.com/darkism. That's how you can get there. That's the website address. Once again, that's patreon.com/darkism. Now, I want to update you guys on my book, Token Dark Girl. I am working ferociously on it. I had to stop work on it this week because I had to go to work and I didn't have any time, but the book is almost done. So just bear with me. Y'all know I got Darkism 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against already written and out. Y'all know I have A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge already out. Y'all also know I have the first motivational book written for dark-skinned females entitled How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. Now I'm coming with Token Dark Girl, which I'm very excited about. So just bear with the dark-skinned activists. Y'all know I got so much stuff going on, but Token Dark Girl is going to be my newest release. I'm working very hard to get this done. And as soon as it's ready to go, I'm going to let y'all know. Also, I want to encourage you to donate. So the reason for the Patreon account is so that I can continue the Dark Skin Activist Tour, so that I can continue producing dark skin activist products. So Token Dark Girl is one of my many dark skin activist products. It is a book written about popular culture, dark skinned women in popular culture. And one of the things that is very much so needed is funds to be able to print up. My goal is to print up 100 copies of this book, Token Dark Girl, and to also be able to market it. So I'm asking everyone that believes in my work, that understands my work, to go ahead and make a donation. At this point, the donation funds are going to go directly to the printing of Token Dark Girl and the distribution of Token Dark Girl, okay? Because again, I am a self-publishing author. I am an independent artist. So everything I do it with funds out of my own pocket. It is not easy. It is very difficult. That's why I depend on the support of the people to come in and say, you know what? I believe in your mission. I believe in your work, and I'm going to support you financially. So what you could do, again, I have my Patreon set up. I'm looking for patrons. I also have my GoFundMe set up. I'm going to stop the screen sharing here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the information to my GoFundMe and my PayPal, and ask that everyone go ahead and make a donation. Everyone that's in the sound of my voice, go ahead and make a donation to either my PayPal or my GoFundMe. All right. And the great thing about the Patreon account is you will be able to, whatever topics that you want me to talk about on Darkism, you will be able to request those topics, and I will be able to make videos on those topics. And I know you guys are going to love those topics on Darkism, because Darkism takes place every single day. I know this for a fact because I experienced it and I see it every day. And once again, I want to say shout out to the person that initially sent me the information on BBQ Becky, because BBQ Becky, you need to be exposed. Unfortunately, there are hundreds of thousands of BBQ Beckys out here in the world that will attack and harass Black people for no other reason than being Black, than being dark-skinned. The darker you are, the worse the attack. Yes. The darker you are, the worse the attack. And clearly, when you guys go and watch that video, which some of you have already watched the video on BBQ Becky and her act of darkism, you can see the two men under attack were dark-skinned, which proves my darkism paradigm, my darkism thesis, whatever you want to call it. It proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt that it is normally dark-skinned people. And make no mistake about it, I'm not saying that light-skinned Black people are not victims of darkism, because the light-skinned people can be victims of darkism, because darkism is based upon shade as well. White people being light-skinned, and if you go down the color spectrum, obviously light-skinned black people are darker than white people. So yes, darkism can occur among light-skinned black people as well. But in the majority of cases, we see that it is normally dark-skinned people that get the brunt of darkism. A clear-cut case here, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because I wanted to make sure I came on here and address this topic and talk about BBQ Becky. I want to thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And once again, I want to encourage everybody in the sound of my voice to go ahead and make that donation to my PayPal or to my GoFundMe. And all of the information is in the description box. I also put the information in the chat box here. Make that donation. Help me make it happen. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And y'all have a blessed rest of the day. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the undisputed queen of dark-skinned, Rashida Strober, your favorite dark-skinned chick. That's right, Rashida Strober, the creator of the first platform for dark skin. And by the way, let me not forget, I didn't bring my book over here with me. I normally, oh yes, I did. It's right here. Ah, here it is. If you make a donation, $25 or more, you're going to get a copy, an autographed copy of my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And you're going to love this book. It's going to help you understand better what darkism is all about. And darkism, the word itself just basically means the discrimination of dark-skinned people. It's pretty straightforward. But in this book, I outline instances of darkism. And let me tell you, if I was writing this book, when this incident occurred, I would have the BBQ Becky. You would be all up in this book, honey. You'll be all up in this book because it's a clear-cut case of darkism. Clear-cut. All right, y'all. So I'm signing out. The world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the undisputed queen of dark skin. I love y'all, and I thank y'all for watching. And I'm going to do a quick screen share here. Just bear with me 1 second.
Copyright intellectual property warning. Growing up black and ugly, the dark-skinned activist is my intellectual property. I have to come on here and say this to you guys because since 2015, people all over the internet as well as television have been plagiarizing and infringing upon my intellectual property. I do not have any issue with people actually taking this video and re-uploading it to their channel as long as you are honest and as long as you keep it in its original form and cite the work as belonging to Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist and the creator of the first dark-skinned platform called Dark Skin Activism, created in 1998. Thank you and enjoy listening. queenofdarkskin.com. Also, I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and purchase my book. It'll be released soon. It's called Token Dark Girl. I have written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world, including A Dark Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober story, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book for dark skinned females, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, and also A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. So Token Dark Girl is my newest release, and I encourage you to go to my website, queenofdarkskin.com, and get on the mailing list so that you will be updated when the book is released. Also, I am available for bookings of all kinds. All you have to do is contact me by visiting my website, queenofdarkskin.com, or you can email darkskinisbeautifulcampaign@gmail.com. Thank you. Everybody wants to know, who is Rashida Strober? And what's this dark-skinned thing she started? Well, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, is the first woman in history to create a movement only for dark skin. Rashida Strober is the creator, the originator, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin. She created this dark skin platform in the year 1998 and called it dark skin activism and called herself the dark skin activist. Now, since 1998, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skin activist, built from the ground up the dark skin activist platform into a global brand.